Rabbits leading it 8-3 over the Ridge Runners. Back to the windup. And another fastball. This one misses downstairs, and the count's 2 balls and no strikes. Leaving the starter Carlos Smith, the catcher, 0 for 2 today. Marks making his second inning back-to-back pitches efforts out of the zone. Leaving the starter Carlos Caraballo. 2-0 count on Smith. After back-to-back pitches that missed the zone. 2-0 count on Smith. Right on right with the bases clear. Winds and fires. This is outside. Fastball at 87, and that velocity on the four-seamer has certainly dropped off. This is outside. Fastball at 87, and that velocity on the four-seamer has certainly dropped off a tad. 3-0 misses after down and away. 92 in his first walk to Smith gets things going here in the bottom of the 5th. 3-0 off man aboard for down and away. Burlington offense. 4-pitch walk to Smith gets things going here in the bottom of the 5th. Leadoff man aboard for the Burlington offense. Right on left, set to come for Dusty Vela, who is 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. Steps in right on left, set to come for Dusty Vela, who is 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. Steps in with the runner on. Marks out of the stretch. Fastball misses outside, and actually it dots the outer half. Marks out of the stretch. Fastball misses outside, and actually it dots the outer half. Called strike. A late arriving call, but Vela behind, 0-1. Pitch. In there, called strike. Fastball dots the inner third. Vela hitting 197 so far this summer. The 0-2. This is downstairs. It kicks away from Gonzalez, but he gets on it quickly. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Smith on first. He has not attempted to steal a base this summer. The 1-2. Hit up the middle, left side to short. Guerra flips to second for 1. Jones the relay to first. Not in time. Vela beats it out. It looked like they might have had him beat by half a step, but instead, on the fielder's choice, Vela over to first. Smith off the base paths. 1 gone, bottom of the 5th. Burlington leading 8-3.
Now that is the right fielder, number 1, Chance Jennings.
Chance Jennings, the 9th inning right fielder, now steps in for the 3rd time. Before tonight, last recorded a hit a week ago against Bluefield, but finally snapped that skid after going 0 for 10. Banged up his right hip. He's back in the lineup. Singles last time up. First pitch, slider misses away. He takes for ball 1. Vela is a base stealing threat over on first. He takes off, and the 1-0 is fouled in and out of the glove of Gonzalez. So right on cue, Vela looking to swipe a base. Gonzalez has cut down 1 threat so far today. Merriweather tried to steal second, and Gonzalez on the throw down was in time. A ball and a strike, right on right from the stretch. Marks misses outside, and the back pick to first does not get Vela. Two and 1 the count. Runner on first, 1 away. Pitch. Slider misses away. 3 balls and 1 strike the count now. Vela on the move. The pitch is fouled straight back. Count runs full. So Vela turns around and heads back for first. And Jennings has a full count on him. Mackay Griffin has gotten up and started to throw for Burlington. See if Alden Craig's day is done. Threw 29 pitches in his first inning out of the pen. But right now it's still the Ridge Runners reliever. Brad Marks, the 3-2. This is downstairs. Marks, his third walk of the game. And Jennings takes the trip down the first baseline. And the leadoff man, Ariel Antigua, steps in 1 for 3. Had a 2 RBI double back in the fourth. Steps in, grabs his footing. With 2 on and 1 away. Drove 2 in his last time up. The pitch, he swings and drives it down the left side on the ground and through for a base hit. Vela around third. He's in without a throw. And Jennings over to second, and another RBI from Ariel Antigua. The tally is up to 3 for the day, and Burlington has tripled its lead. It's 9-3 in the bottom of the 5th. Antigua has played 4 games with Burlington. He's got 4 RBIs now. And with 2 on, still just 1 out. Krupinski digs in the left side. 1 for 2. An RBI single back in the third. The offering. Fastball misses up and away. Sock Puppets leading 9-3 here in the bottom of the 5th. Krupinski rocking the bat over his left shoulder. Marks shakes off a couple of signs. Now collects himself at the belt and sends it down the hill. Fastball misses up and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Marks struggling to command the zone. 41 pitches, just 21 strikes. When he has found the zone, Burlington has put a bat on it in a loud way. The 2-0. Swing and a miss that time. Got him on the off speed. Antigua on first, Jennings off second. And Krupinski requests time. It's granted. Counts 2-1. Burlington leading 9-3. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Right on left. Swing and a miss. Krupinski ahead of the off speed, and the count's leveled at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jennings on second, he walked. Antigua off first, he singled. The 2-2. Misses downstairs. Krupinski holds, and the count runs full. Game 1 of the. Still nobody up. It's have won each of the series openers. Burlington trying to take game 1 of this 2-game set. 3-2. Puppets have won each of the series openers. 3-2. Hit in the air. Now he's hit. Jennings gets the stop sign at third, and Antigua wanted third. Now he's caught up in a rundown. The throw to Guerra at short. Now Jennings heading towards home. The throw comes in there. The throw's on target. It's in time to cut down Jennings. Antigua over to third, and Krupinski takes off for second. But the lead runner is cut down, and some frustration from Chance Jennings. And Rob Selna talking to Antigua over there at third base, giving him some coaching. Krupinski's asking for time, and time's finally granted. So 2 outs now, 2 in scoring position for Orlando Fernandez. There's a chance for Burlington to have the bases loaded and no outs, or 1 out, excuse me. But instead, 2 on and 2 outs. First pitch to Fernandez is cut on and missed. Nothing in 1 to the righty swinging third baseman. Hitting .341 this summer against right-handers. The 1 he takes, it's outside. Fastball at 90 miles an hour, misses away. Ball and a strike in the right-on-right battle. Antigua on third, Krapinski on second. The pitch. Fastball dots the outer third. 1-2. One ball, two strikes. Krapinski on second, Antigua on third. First base open, the 1-2. Fastball misses down and away. Count levels 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Fernandez. Mark set to deal his 50th pitch of the night. Mackay Griffin back down in the Burlington bullpen. We'll see if it's Craig's 6th. Trying to protect this 9-3 Sock Puppets lead. The 2-2. Another one that misses away. Fernandez walked back in the third inning. He's got 3 balls on him this time around. And it misses away. Full count on the third baseman, hitting third. When they could have had them loaded on that at-bat and brought in Jennings, so Burlington loads them up in the rundown. They could have had them loaded on that at-bat and brought in Jennings. Bottom of the fifth, and Antigua, who's caught up in the rundown. Now they're loaded here in the bottom of the fifth. We're going to have a new arm coming from for Bluefield. So we'll see if that prompts. And mound visit or form. Yeah, we're going to have a new arm. 6'3" right-hander Ethan Rucker. Freshman from Georgetown. We'll get you all of his information on the other form of the 6'3" right-hander Ethan Rucker. Freshman from Georgetown. We'll get you all of his information on the other side. It's 9-3 Burlington with the bases loaded. Brad Marks departs with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Ethan Rucker enters into that bases loaded jam. The right-hander from Georgetown makes his first appearance of with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Ethan Rucker enters 5 innings into that bases loaded 3 runs, jam. Only 2 were earned. The right-hander from Georgetown makes his 4th appearance of 2025. He faces the cleanup man. It's DJ Merriweather, who has singled on back-to-back trips to the plate. 3 runs, only 2 were earned to 3 Burlington advantage. Strikeouts. He faces. It'll be right on left. It's DJ Merriweather, who has singled all 3 back-to-back trips to the plate. Hit by a pitch back in the second. 9-3 Burlington advantage outside of the batter's box. Now it'll be right on left. His feet Merriweather has reached on all 3 trips. First offerings. Hit by a pitch back in the right-hander Rucker. Takes a healthy practice cut outside of the batter's box. Now digs in, swipes his feet across the dirt. Krapinski on second. Fernandez on first. The offering. The right-hander Rucker. This is away. Fastball at 88 miles an hour, 1-0. Antigua on third, Krapinski on second, Fernandez on first. The offering. Weather was 2 for 2 with a couple of walks last night. 88 miles an hour, 1-0. A 5-4 loss to the River Turtles. 1-0 was 2 for 2 with a couple of walks last night. Cold strike at the knees. A 5-4 loss to the River count. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-0. Antigua on third. He singled. Krapinski on second. He also squared in the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Drew the free pass. He's on first. The 1-1 with 2 away. Antigua on third. He singled. Krapinski misses outside. Second. He also recorded a base knock. 2-1 the count. Drew the free pass. He's on first. The 1-1 with 2 away. Merriweather takes a step out. Breaking ball misses outside. 2-1 the count. Taps the far side of the plate, then the near. Brings it over the left shoulder. Merriweather takes a step out. Rucker, the 2-1 himself. It's fouled straight back. Taps the far side of the plate, then the near. Brings it over the left shoulder. Count levels, 2 balls, Rucker, 2 strikes. The 2-1. It's fouled straight back. Merriweather has drawn 18 walks so far this summer. Count levels, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Commands the zone. Merriweather has drawn an exceptional rate so far this summer. 2-2 count now. Struck out with 2 away. Bottom of the 5th. Burlington leading 9-3. Rucker sets the zone. Fires. An exceptional rate in the dirt. A 2-2 count now. The chest of Gonzalez. Bottom of the 5th. Burlington leading 9-3. Rucker sets and fires. The ball back to his pitcher. Rucker misses in the dirt. Back to the hill with the chest of Gonzalez. All base runners, the responsibility of the reliever Brad to his pitcher Rucker, who heads back to the hill with a not yet final, but he gave up 7 hits and at least 4 runs. All base runners, the responsibility of the reliever Brad Marks. Steps off. His line not yet final, but he gave up 7 hits and at least 4 runs. Now he stares back in. Rucker steps off. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 away, the base is loaded. From Rucker winds and deals. Gonzalez. Merriweather hits it in the air, right side down for a base hit. Into right center field. 1 run is in. Krapinski's around to score. The throw comes into the plate. It's cut off. Merriweather tries to take second. Merriweather hits it in the air, right side down for a base hit. Into right center field. 1 run is in. Krapinski's around to score. The throw comes into the plate. It's cut off. Merriweather tries to take second. Base running errors there. Down there. Leaves. It looked like Bluefield was going just 3 tallies, send it to the plate of the 5th. Cut down. Nonetheless, it's Burlington 11, Bluefield base running errors there here in Saukville. Leaves the Sock Puppets with just 3 tallies.
Now pitching for your Sock Puppets, number 31, Todd Griggs. This meeting has been sponsored by Craigslist. You need to Craigslist to save your haircut details.
Holden Craigslist has done the first call out of the pen for Burlington, so now the next reliever is Mackay Griffin, the 6'2", 205-pound freshman. Holden Craigslist has done the first call out of the pen for Burlington, so now the next reliever, righty, lefty. It starts with Jackson Thomas, 6'2", 205-pound freshman from North Carolina A&T. Last time up, steps in with a clean frame, facing the 9-1-2 hitters, righty, lefty. It starts with Jackson Thomas, right fielder from Georgetown. His 4th appearance of his last time up, a 7.5 ERA over 4 innings out on the mound from the right side. 6
Leading off
strikeouts
from
from the
Rick Ryder,
windup.
number
First
6.
on the right on right
Right
bound.
field, number 45,
Swing, did
Jackson.
go around the appeal down. No, he didn't. 4 innings of work. 3 walks, 6 strikeouts from the windup. Is to pitch on the right on right bound. Rules that check swing. Did he go around the appeal down? No, he didn't. Struck out swinging in the second. That was against the starter, DeCiccio. 1-0, missed that outside. Thomas, 89 mile an hour four-seamer, and the count's 2 balls, no strikes. Struck out swinging in the second. That was against the starter, Griffin working quickly from the windup. Thomas squares the bunt. Griffin gets the ball and throws to first. 89 mile an hour four-seamer, and the count's 2 balls, Thomas, not in time. So nice job there from Mackay Griffin from the windup. Thomas squares the bunt. Griffin gets the ball and throws to first and squares him away. Speedy Thomas. 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Burlington leading. Nice job there from Mackay Griffin to make Craig's day is done. Off the mound. 1 inning. Sets his feet. No hits, no runs, no walks. 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Burlington leading. Of his outs, 4 punches. So Alden Craig's day is done. Closed 1 inning for Mackay. No hits, no runs. First left-handed hitter that Griffin faces from the windups. All 3 of his outs were punches outside.
Number 5, center fielder, Cole Decker.
Mackay Griffin. First left-handed hitter that Griffin faces from the windup. Pitch misses outside, 1-0. The offering in there for a cold strike on the inner third. Fastball at 90 miles an hour. The offering in there for a cold strike. Hit in the air, right side. Chance Jennings comes in on the dive. Can't make the play. It rolls past him. Krapinski over from center. Picks it up, and Decker heading for third. Holds his helmet on the right side. Chance Jennings comes in on the dive. Can't make the play. It rolls past him. For Krapinski over from center. Picks it up, and Decker heading for third. Holds his helmet on the relay. Not in time. Fernandez has to pick it out of the dirt. And a 1-out triple for Cole Decker. He's got his first extra base hit of the night, his 4th triple of the season. 1 ball, Levi Jones steps in from the left side. 1 ball, 1 on, 1 away. Levi Jones steps in, trying to bounce back from the left side. Pitch, swung on and missed. 1 on, 1 away. 0-1 the count on Jones. Trying to bounce back. That was going to be a tough play. Swung on and missed for Jennings to make out there in right field. The 0-1. 0-1 the count on Jones. Ball misses away. 1-1. That was going to be a tough play for Jennings to make out there in right field. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses away. Griffin sets up. 1-1. Lifts his leg and delivers. Swung on and missed. Griffin ahead in the count, 1-2. Trying to work around that 1-out triple. Off of that of Cole Decker. Lifts his leg and delivers. Swung on and missed. Griffin ahead in the count, 1-2. 1-2. Trying to work around that 1-out triple. In the air, right side, through for a base hit. Decker comes in to score. Jones, an RBI knock, and deficit is trimmed to 7. It's 11-4 in the top of the 6th. Hit in the air, right side, through for a base hit. Decker comes in to score. Jones, an RBI knock, and the deficit is trimmed to 7. It's 11-4 in the top of the 6th. Colin Guerra, the switch hitting shortstop, hitting third. 0 for 3 today. Instead's Colin Guerra, the switch hitting shortstop from the stretch, third. 0 for 3 today. Pitch. Lifted, high in the air, center field. Krapinski camps under it. Griffin comes in the stretch and reels it in for the second out of the inning. So 1 pitch is all it takes to retire Guerra. Center field. Krapinski camps under it. Ryan Nedved comes in. Cleanup man reels it in for today with a couple second of strikeouts of the inning. So 1 pitch is all it takes to retire Guerra this summer against the Sock Puppets. And now Ryan Nedved, the cleanup man, who's 0 for 3 today with a couple of strikeouts. 3 for 19 had his this summer against the Sock Puppets. Griffin in his first inning out of the pen. Clutches it in his right hand. Takes a peek over his left shoulder to check on Griffin in his first inning out of the pen. Misses away. 1 ball, no strikes. Clutches it in his right hand. Takes a peek over his left shoulder to check on Jones. Pitch. Misses away. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. Misses inside. Nice stop by Smith. 2-0 the count, 2 away. Top of the 6th. Burlington in first place trying to extend. This is inside. Nice stop by Smith. First place advantage. 2-0 the count, 2 away. Top of the 6th. Burlington in first place trying to by just a game atop the East Division was rained out tonight against Greenville. The 2-0 is smoked deep right field. Jennings is back, and that one by just bounces off the scoreboard. Was rained out blast off the bat of Ryan Nedved. The 2-0, his 4th long ball of the summer. Right field. Jennings is back, and that one bounces off the scoreboard. 6-11. 2-run blast off the bat of Ryan Nedved. His 4th long ball of the summer. Cuts the deficit to 5 runs off the bat at 107 miles an hour of the Sock Puppets. Now C.J. Oxendine digs in. 0 for 2 with a walk. Cranked off the bat at 107 miles an hour. Right on right from Griffin, who steps off after rejecting a couple of signs from Smith. First pitch on the outside corner, called strike. Locates the outer third. A 1, hit in the air, left field, down for a base hit in front of Jackson. 4th hit allowed of the inning for Griffin. Puts a runner on first with 2 gone. Chris Daniels set to dig in. 4th hit allowed of the inning for Griffin. Puts a runner on first with 2 gone. Chris Daniels set to dig in. Right on right. Griffin back to the stretch. Pitch is fouled away. 0-1 the count. Daniels walked in the 2nd and the 4th. Struck out his last time up in the 5th. The 0-1. Hit on the line, right side, and off of Vella's glove. Daniels beats it out down the first base line. That was smoked at 103 miles an hour. Marcus DeCiccio, the umpire, had to dodge that. Beats it out down the first base line, and Vella didn't see it. That was flipped off his glove at 103 miles an hour, facing a little bit of traffic. Oxendine to 2nd, Daniels over to 1st, and Nate Nichols 1 for 1 with a couple of walks and a double. Right on left. Griffin goes home. Fastball misses outside, 1-0. The count. Pitch on the outside corner, called strike. 1-1 to Nichols, the 8th hitter of the inning for Bluefield. Right now in an 11-6 game. The 1-1. Breaking ball misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bristol leads Johnson City in the top of the 8th as we take a look around the Appy League. Doughboys trailing in the top of the 8th. Tri-State and Danville in a delay in the bottom of the 7th, tied at 1. Elizabethton took a 3-2 contest over Kingsport. 2-1, hit in the air left side and fouled. Count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And then Pulaski and Greenville, a battle of 2 teams in the top 2 of both the East and West Division. Flyboys in the West and River Turtles in the East. Has been canceled due to rain. Anticipate those 2 playing a doubleheader tomorrow. The 2-2 is foul tipped. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Griffin takes a deep breath, trying to get out of this inning with no further damage done. 2 on, 2 away. Right on left. Griffin. Swing and a miss. Gets Nichols down on strikes. And Bluefield leaves 2 on after sending 8 to the plate. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 5-6-7 due up for Burlington, trying to protect an 11-6 lead.
Hop over to the Cyclones concession stand behind the concourse, which is offering Domino's Pizza, Chick-fil-A, Morgan Nachos, and more.
Ethan Rucker returns to the mound for the bottom of the 6th. Burlington leading 11-6. Rucker entered with a bases loaded jam. He worked around it. Ethan Rucker returns to the mound for the bottom of the 6th. Burlington leading 11-6. 7 hits, 6 runs. Rucker entered with a bases loaded jam. He worked around it. Just 1 strikeout. And Marks entered with a 10.8 ERA. He departs with a 27 flat. But now Rucker with his first clean frame of the game after recording the final out in the 5th. It's to Preston Youcher. First pitch. Slider misses away in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Youcher 2 for 3 with a couple of singles. Has recorded 8 RBIs over the course of the past week. The 1-0. Fastball misses downstairs. 88-mile-an-hour four-seamer. 2 balls, no strikes. Youcher flew out to the right fielder his first time up. Has singled in back-to-back trips. The 2-0. Breaking ball misses in the dirt. Spikes before it reaches the plate. 3 pitches, 3 balls to Youcher. $18 runs batted in this summer. He has been such a welcomed addition. The rising freshman heading to Penn State. 3-0. Finds the outer third. Called strike. 3-1 the count on the righty hitting designated hitter. Getting the day off defensively. Three-one. This is outside. 5-pitch walk to the leadoff man here in the home half of the 6th. First base on balls from Rucker. And now Zach Jackson set to step in for the Puppets offense.
Number 34, Zach Jackson.
Youcher yet to steal a base. He's attempted 1, but he was thrown out. Being held on by Nedved. Right on left here to Jackson. Rocking the bat over his left shoulder. The pitch, half swing, but he went around. Got him on the off speed. Nothing in 1 to Jackson. 1 for 3 with an RBI single back in the 3rd. hitting .333 this summer. The 0-1 is cranked into right field, down for a base hit. Yaucher takes the turnaround second, but retreats to the base. 2 on, nobody out to start things here in the bottom of the sixth. Into right field, down for a base hit. Yaucher takes the turnaround second, but Cook at the plate, leading 11-6. 2 on, nobody out to start things here in the bottom of the sixth. Puppets have Burlington's offense continuing 3 consecutive innings, starting back in the third when they plated 5. They've totaled 6 since. It was 3 in the fourth and another 3 in the fifth. In steps the right-handed catcher, Avery Smith, facing Rucker for the first time today. Right on right from the stretch. Takes and it's inside for ball 1. Smith 0 for 2 today, but walked his last time up when he let things off in the fifth. 1-0 the count. Pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Smith hitting .357 with runners in scoring position. He's got Yaucher over at second. The 2-0. Takes downstairs. 3 pitches, 3 balls to Smith, who is 1 ball away from drawing back-to-back base on balls. Two on, nobody out. The pitch misses in the dirt. 4-pitch walk. Burlington has the bases loaded, leading 11-6 here in the bottom of the sixth. Yaucher over to third. Jackson into scoring position at second. Smith sheds the shin guard and jogs down the first base line, greeted with a fist bump from his first base coach, Torrey Pettiford. Still no outs, and Dusty Vela, who has been on fire today, has reached on all 3 trips.
All right, Sockville, make some noise. The pundits are heating up, courtesy of Barber Heating and Air.
Yaucher on third, Jackson on second, Smith off first. Corners of the infield are in, middle infield and double play depth. First pitch, Vela takes across the heart for a called strike. Right on left here to Vela, hitting .197, the second baseman. 0-1 misses inside. Fastball at 88, the count level's a ball and a strike. Vela finished up his junior season at Winthrop, entered the transfer portal. He's found a new home. He's headed to Cal State Bakersfield. Facing a 1-1 count here to Rucker. The right-hander from Georgetown, set at the belt, winds and fires. Vela lifts that one into right, heading towards the wall. Thomas over at the wall, and it's foul. The right-hander from Georgetown, set at the belt, winds and fires. Vela gave that one a ride. That one into right, but ultimately couldn't straighten it out. Count now 1-2. Vela had the day off yesterday. And an extra innings loss to Pulaski. Sock Puppets split a pair with the River Turtles. The 1-2 is skied on the infield grass. Right side, the first baseman Nedved is under it. Makes the one-handed squeeze. The 1-2, head height for the first out. Chance Jennings, who has also come to the plate 3 times today and has also reached all 3 times to the plate. He's set to dig in, receiving a little bit of insight from Dusty Vela, who just popped out to the first baseman, and now Bluefield goes back to its same defensive alignment with the corners in. That's Nedved at first, Daniels at third. Nedved with his toes on the infield grass. The middle infield back and pinch towards the back. Right on right, first pitch to Jennings is inside and way inside. It hits Jennings in the shoulder. So a run comes in after Rucker lost control of the four-seam fastball. Youcher across to score. Jackson to third. Smith over to second. And Burlington has doubled its lead. 12-6, and a pitching coach, Justin Thomas, out to discuss things with his pitcher Rucker and the catcher Gonzalez. Those two want to arrive on the same page. We'll take a quick break here on the home of the Sock Puppets. Bases loaded, no outs, and Ariel Antigua set to step in. Mound visit breaks, and the hill belongs to Justin Thomas, ready to face the righty swinging shortstop Ariel Antigua. Doubled in the fourth and singled back in the fifth. That was his last time up. He steps in with the bases loaded. He already has 3 RBIs today. He's in prime position to add to that tally. The first offering, he swings, hits it on the ground, left side, on the backhand. It skips off the glove of Garrett into left field. 1 run is in. Smith around third. The throw comes into third. Jennings on the head first dive. He's in safely. Ariel Antigua adds to his RBI total. Skips off the glove of Garrett into left field. 1 run is in. Smith around third. The throw comes into third. Jennings on the head first dive. He's in safely. Ariel Antigua adds to his RBI total. He's got 5 here in the bottom of the 6th. Ball, 91-mile-an-hour exit velocity. And Antigua, who attacked that first pitch, puts runners on the corners in an 8-run ball game. Dom Krapinski is set to dig in. So Smith and Jackson, the 2 that come across for Burlington. Jennings on third. The first pitch, this is outside. Change up, and the count's 1-0. Antigua being held on by Nedved. 1-0. This is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Rucker takes a peek over his left shoulder at Antigua. The 2-0. Across the heart of the plate for a called strike, 2-1. The center fielder, 2 for 3 today with an RBI. He grounded out his first time up, but since then he's been aboard. Antigua on the move. The pitch cut on and missed, and Antigua in without a throw. Burlington's got a pair in scoring position and a 2-2 count on Dom Krapinski. Center fielder hitting .333 with runners in scoring position. He has driven in 12 this summer. 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Sock Puppets leading 14-6. Rucker, the 2-2. Slider misses in at the knees. Count runs full to Krapinski. First base open if he wants to dance around the center fielder. Doesn't get any easier for this Burlington offense that Rucker has to face. Fernandez on deck, hitting .322 this summer. Payoff pitch with 1 away. This is inside. Krapinski draws the walk. His 12th of the summer. Bases are loaded once again for Burlington. Ridge Runner is trying to keep this one in relative striking distance. Their offense has had success against the Burlington pitching staff. Tallied 3 in the top of the 6th against Mackay Griffin, who we expect to get the top of the 7th as well. Corner of the infield end. First pitch to Orlando Fernandez. Fastball at the knees at 90 miles an hour. It's a cold strike, 0-1. Jennings on third. He was hit by a pitch. Antigua singled and stole a base. He's on second. Krapinski walked and is on first. The 0-1. This is outside. Another fastball, but it dives away from Fernandez. 1 ball, 1 strike. Still 1 out. Burlington has already tacked on 3 here in the home half. Trying to pick up game 1 of this 2-game set. We're back here tomorrow night at 5:30. The 1-1. Hit up the middle to second. Jones, Fields flips to second for 1. The relay is in time. Nedved had to reach forward and instead hit up the middle. It is to second. Jones, Fields flips to second for 1. The relay is in time. He was going for the out motion, but instead reach forward and arms outwards. So another run comes in. It's Burlington 15-6. Jennings across to score. Antigua to third. Krapinski cut down on the way to second. Fernandez aboard on the fielder's choice. 9th batter of the inning for Burlington. It's DJ Merriweather, the lefty swinging first baseman who has singled on 3 consecutive trips to the dish. Taps the plate a couple of times. Rocks the bat over his left shoulder. Runners on the corners, 2 away. Pitch. Fastball dots in the outer half. Called strike. A 3-for-3 day so far for Merriweather, hitting .431. He's got 4 runs batted in tonight. Runner on third can add to that. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. A healthy cut from the lefty swinger. No balls and 2 strikes. Fernandez being held on by Nedved. Antigua off the bag and foul ground at third. The 0-2. Merriweather stays alive and spoils 1-2 strike pitch. Taps it foul into the screen. Preston Youcher on deck. He led things off in this frame. This game has been a lengthy one, to say the least. We're at 2 hours and 41 minutes and still just in the bottom of the 6th. No balls, 2 strikes on Merriweather. The pitch misses inside and it gets away from Gonzalez and it hits Merriweather. At least we are waiting for the ruling. Instead, is he strapping his shin guard back up? Yes, he is. So he originally undid the Velcro because he thought he was hit by the offering, but instead, Zach Bloom says that it bounced in the dirt before it hit the first baseman. So it skipped away and from Gonzalez, and Fernandez still took off for second. So now there's 2 on and both in scoring position for the Burlington offense. Chance to make this a double-digit advantage. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Merriweather has struck out just 9 times this summer. Facing a 1-2 count. Comes home and fouls it straight back once again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Antigua on third, Fernandez on second. 2 away, bottom of the 6th. Burlington with a 9-run lead. Rucker set at the belt, collects himself, sends it down the hill. Fernandez, it's up the middle, and it hangs in the air long enough for Cole Decker to make the play. So Burlington sends 9 to the plate, sends it down the hill. They send 4. It's up the middle, and it hangs in the air long enough for Cole Decker. 15-6 advantage, 2/3 of the way home. So Burlington sends 9 to the plate, back to work on the other side. They send 4 across for a 15-6 advantage, 2/3 of the way home here in B-Town. Mackay Griffin back to work on the other side. 2/3 of the way home, and Burlington has commanded game one of this two-game set. It's Sock Puppets 15, Bluefield 6. Mackay Griffin back to work for his second inning out of the pen, looking for a much smoother frame after Bluefield sent 8 to the plate back in the 6th. It's the 8-9-1 hitters due up, starting with Derek Gonzalez. 0 for 2. He struck out his last time up. Facing Griffin for the first time out of the windup. He swings and drives it up the middle on the ground. First pitch fastball for a first pitch single, and Bluefield has the leadoff man aboard here in the 6th. He swings and drives it up the middle on the ground. First pitch fastball for a first pitch single, and Bluefield has now the ninth hitting right fielder Jackson Thomas, in the 7th rather. Now the ninth hitting right fielder Jackson Thomas. Right on right, Griffin collects himself, and from the stretch. Fastball on the outside corner, a called strike, 0-1. Right on right, Griffin collects himself, and from the stretch. Gonzalez has stolen one base on one attempt to strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Gonzalez has stolen one base on one attempt this summer. Thomas down an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Fastball up and in. 7th, Burlington leading 15-6. Thomas down Griffin. An 0-2 count. The 0-2. Cut on and missed. Mackay Griffin gets his second strikeout of the game. It sends one away, but the 0-2. Silver lining. Cut on and missed. Is Cole Decker, the leadoff man, is set to step in. Right on left to Decker, who tripled and scored his last time up in the 6th. Still a runner on first. Right on left. Decker swings and hits it on the ground into right field for a base hit. And scored, and the stop sign is given to Gonzalez, who just moves up 90 feet. Right on left. 2 on and Decker 1 away. Swings and hits it on the ground into right field for a base hit. Decker wanted that first pitch fastball is given to Gonzalez, who just moves up the hole as Merriweather was holding on and 1 away. Gonzalez here in the top of the 7th. Decker wanted that first pitch fastball and hitting there from Cole Decker. Now the hole as Merriweather was from the left side. 2 on, 1 out. Bluefield not giving up just yet despite the 9-run deficit. Griffin to Levi Jones. First pitch. This is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. One-0 the count. Griffin looks at second, now goes forward. This is inside with the fastball. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 the count. Griffin sets up and deals. This is away. 3 balls, no strikes now to Jones. Nobody up for Burlington. Didn't expect a ton of activity for the Sock Puppets as Antigua comes in to chat things over with Griffin, the shortstop. 2 just trying to get on the same page. Maybe a couple of words of encouragement as Griffin's set to go here in this 3-0 count. 2 on, 1 out. A deep breath. And the offering. This is inside. 4-pitch walk. Bases are loaded.
Shortstop, number 25, Colin Guerra.
Colin Guerra digs in. 0 for 4 with a strikeout today. He leads this Bluefield team in batting average, but he has been held silent. Struck out his first time up. He's put 3 balls in play, but they've all retired. The lefty swinging shortstop. Back to the windup. Griffin's first pitch is swung on and driven foul left side. Well, off the light prompts a reaction from the crowd. Griffin's first pitch is swung on and driven foul left side. Well, off the light. Now an 0-1 count. Might stay on though. The 0-1. Skied into left center field. Jackson and Krapinski converge, and it's Jackson, the left fielder, that makes the play. Gonzalez tags. He's in without a throw. It comes into Skied into left center field. Jackson and Krapinski converge, and it's Jackson, the left fielder, that makes the play. Gonzalez tags. He's in without a throw. Of the summer gives Bluefield an 8-run deficit. Shortstop 15-7. Sac fly from Guerra. Right on left. Here to Ryan Nedved, who sent a home run over the right field wall his last time facing Griffin. First pitch, misses up and away, 1 ball, no strikes. Griffin gets into a squat, then comes set. 2 on, 2 away. The pitch misses in at the knees. 2 balls, no strikes. Griffin steps off the mound and retoes the rubber. Nedved was 0 for 3 before that blast his last time up. The 2-0. Hit on the ground, right side, smothered by Merriweather. He'll take it to the bag himself. Beats Nedved by a step and a half to retire the side. Bluefield gets 1 run across, but they still trail by 8. He'll take it to the bag himself. Here in Burlington. Quick break, and we'll take a look at some Happy League scores on the other side. This is the home of Sock Bluefield gets 1 run across, but they still trail by 8. We'll stretch here in Burlington. Quick break, and we'll take a look at some Happy League scores on the other side. This is the home of Sock Puppets Baseball. We're stretching here, and J.D. Greeley, the next call out of the pen for the Ridge Runners, we take a look at some scores across the Appy League. Danville and Tri-State still stretching here, and J.D. Greeley, the next call out of the pen. Otterbots and Colcats. The Ridge Runners, we take a look at some scores across the Appy League division. Danville and Tri-State still 11-5 down there over Johnson City in the bottom half of Otterbots and Colcats trying to close things out. Fifth, respectfully, third place in the West Division. The State Liners are actually 11-5 over Johnson City in the bottom half of Kingsport falls to Elizabethton 3-2. The Axemen drop to 11-9, and the River Riders are actually tied at third. 12 in that Greenville and Pulaski. Kingsport falls to Elizabethton 3-2. The Axemen drop to 11-9, and the River Turtles trail Burlington by a game. Greenville and Pulaski postponed until a half lead if they can close things out. They lead 15-7 here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. They send the 5, 6, 7 hitters, Preston Youcher, Zach Jackson, and Avery Smith. It's righty, lefty, righty. Starting with the designated hitter heading to Penn State in the fall. Youcher 2 for 3 with a walk and a couple of RBIs. It's been a productive day in that right side for the DH. Getting the day off defensively and getting to focus on his approach at the plate, and that has paid dividends. Right on right to J.D. Greeley. Placing Ethan Rucker. We'll get you his final line momentarily, but out of the windup, Greeley, the first pitch. This is over the head of Youcher, and it sails to the backstop. A slider at 75 miles an hour. 1 ball, no strikes. Greeley, the 6'1", 180-pound senior from Monmouth. Been a reliever all summer for this Ridge Runners team. 1-0 with the bases clear to Youcher. Cut on and missed. On the inner half, a fastball at 88. Counts 1-1. Greeley making his 5th appearance of the summer. He's gone 6 innings, yet to allow a run. 2 walks and 10 strikeouts. He's been nails for this Bluefield Pen, but entering in a low-leverage situation tonight. 1-1. Youcher loads up but holds his swing. Counts 2 balls and 1 strike. The appeal down to the base umpire, Marcus DeCiccio. Ends up in an accepted ruling for Burlington. They're content. Counts 2-1. Right on right. Greeley from the letters. This is away, another fastball. 3-1 the count. Burlington leading 15-7. Greeley comes set. A hitter's advantage here to the DH. Pitch. Fastball misses up and away, and a leadoff walk. Youcher has been granted the free pass on back-to-back trips. And now the leadoff man aboard here in the bottom of the 7th. Zach Jackson singled and scored his last time up. He's set to dig in. Really a rare walk, trying to stabilize this Bluefield bullpen that has given up quite a few runs, relieving Carlos Caraballo, the starter, who gave up 5, but since then Burlington has tacked on a full 10 more. Right on left, out of the stretch, Greeley set to deal to Jackson. First pitch cut on and missed. Fastball up in the zone. Jackson attacked it. 0-1 to the left fielder, hitting .333 this summer. And a check on Youcher at first, who has not stolen a base this summer. He's attempted one, was unsuccessful. He'll 1 the count. Runner on first, nobody gone. Pitch is skied center field. Levi Jones, the second baseman, back. He's under it, and he makes the play. Runner on first, nobody gone. For the first out of the inning. Is skied center field. Goes down for the third Levi time, Jones, the second baseman, back. He's under it, and now Avery Smith, who's walked on consecutive trips to the plate. Jackson goes down for the third time, but a couple of singles as well. And now Avery Smith, who's walked on consecutive trips to the plate. First pitch. On the outside corner, a called strike. First pitch. Yachter inching off the bag at first. The 0-1. Misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Burlington leading 15-7 here in the home half of the 7th. Hector Noriega was loosening for the Sock Puppets, but we could get another inning of work from Mackay Griffin. Pitch misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Smith, who has yet to record a hit today, but he's been on the base paths twice. He scored his last time up. Sock Puppets, after being held scoreless in the first 2 frames, have totaled runs in each of the last 4. The 2-1. Cut on and missed. Smith evened in the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hitting .229 this summer. Calls for time. It's to regroup. Two to the count. Yachter off the base, being held on by Nedved. 2-2 on the way home. Swing and a miss. Smith down on strikes for the first time today, and Greeley gets his first punch out of his day. 2 gone in the bottom of the 7th. Burlington still leads by 8 and a runner on first, and Dusty Vela set to step in.
Now batting, second baseman number 4, Dusty Vela.
Right on left here to Vela. Greeley set at the letters, steps in, collects himself. Yachter not being held on, and the first pitch is tapped foul. Looping into the concourse down the left side. Burlington and Bluefield back at it tomorrow night at 5:30. We'll have the call for that one. Sock Puppets hoping it'll be an attempt for a sweep. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch. This is inside at the knees. Vela holds. 1-1 the count, still 2 gone. Bottom of the 7th. High scoring affair between 2 offenses that do rank towards the top half in the league. Burlington second in the Appy League in runs per game. Well beyond their average, though. The 1-1. Flied into center field. Cole Decker back on it and makes the one-handed squeeze for the 3rd out of the inning. Greeley comes in, works around a leadoff walk to retire the side with minimal damage. We're through 7 in B-Town. It's the Sock Puppets with a 15-7 lead. Greeley comes in, works around a leadoff walk to retire the side with minimal damage. We're through 7 in B-Town. It's the Sock Puppets with a 15-7 lead. On the other side, it's the 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for Bluefield. Hector Noriega into the game to try and close things out for Burlington. 6 more outs to get. He'll face the 5, 6, 7 hitters here in this Bluefield lineup. Sock Puppets lead at 15-7. It's CJ Oxendine, Chris Daniels, and Nate Nichols, the minimum for the Ridge Runners. Noriega making his 6th appearance in this summer, a 1.29 ERA across. Walked in the 5th, singled in the 6th. The wind up. First pitch from Noriega. Plug on and lifted over the second baseman's head and into right field for a leadoff base hit. Oxendine, a flare shot into shallow right. Lands in between Vela and Jennings. Nice attempt there from the second baseman out on it, but instead, Bluefield has the leadoff man on for consecutive innings. Right on right to Chris Daniels. Out of the stretch. First pitch, called strike on the outside corner. Noriega, a 4-pitch mix, fastball, cutter, slider, and changeup for the righty from Panama. Just finished his first year with Bryant and Stratton Junior College. Set at the letters. The 0-1. Swung on and fouled back. Nothing in 2. Here to Daniels. Walked his first 2 times up. Singled in the 6th. The 0-2. In the dirt. Ball 1. Third baseman hitting 143. Just 2 for 13 against the Sock Puppets this season. Noriega shakes off a couple of signs from his catcher Smith. Right on right. Noriega delivers. Just misses outside. Tried to locate that outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Burlington trying to take game 1 over Bluefield in the driver's seat, leading by 8. Nobody out. The 2-2. Comebacker over the head of Noriega, fielded by Artigua. And he goes to first for 1. It's in time to retire Daniels. Oxendine moves to second. And Daniels on the 6-3 putout. Nate Nichols, the left fielder from Oral Roberts. 1 for 2 days so far. Doubled and scored back in the 4th. 1 away here in the top of the 8th. Noriega has allowed 1 run this summer, trying to keep it at that and keep this lead at just 1. First pitch, downstairs, ball 1. Noriega nods and comes set. Right on left. The 1-0. Hit on the ground on a couple of hops and foul. 1-1 the count. Nichols hitting 196 over the course of the summer. The runner on second. Noriega, the 4th call out of the pen for Burlington today. Likely to be the last. The 1-1. Taken for a called strike. Nichols behind, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mackay Griffin finishes the day. He goes 2 innings, allows 7 hits, 4 runs. All 4 were earned, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts for the righty from North Carolina A&T. He departs with a 15-7 lead. 1-2 the count. Noriega set up the letters. Long look at second. He goes home. Swing and a miss. Noriega sends down Nate Nichols. There's 2 gone in the top of the 8th. Burlington leading 15-7.
Number 21, Derek Gonzalez.
In steps the 8th hitting catcher, Derek Gonzalez, from the left side. Burlington has sent 4 righties to the mound today. Pitch swung on and lifted in the air left side. Foul ground and out of play. A couple of kids chase after that one into the concourse. And Zach Jackson back into left after giving chase for a good bit. Counts 0-1 on Gonzalez. Singled and scored his last time up. That was in the 7th. Back to the plate in consecutive frames. Runner on second. It's Oxendine who singled. The 0-1. Hit on the ground, right side. Vela on the move. Has to go down and field it, but it slips past his glove. Gonzalez gets put on first. Oxendine held up at third. Jennings was there from right to come in and ready to come up throwing. Runners on the corners. It was a tough play for Vela to make, and it puts 2 on, 2 away, but still a chance for Noriega to work around it. Brings up Jackson Thomas, the 9th hitting right fielder.
Now batting right fielder number 45, Jackson Thomas.
The freshman from Georgetown hitting .098. 0 for 3 today. Did draw a walk back in the 4th. First pitch he takes, it's down the middle for a called strike. 77-mile-an-hour slider. Noriega working quickly on the hill. Back from the letters. The 0-1. Hit on the ground, left side. Antigua has to charge. The shortstop goes to first. It's in time. A smooth play from the left side of the infield. 6-3 put out, retires the side after Bluefield had runners on the corners. 2 hits, no runs, no errors in the field, and a pair left on for the Ridge Runners. To the bottom of the 8th we go. Burlington facing J.D. Greeley. They send the 9-1-2 hitters to the plate on the other side. J.D. Greeley back to work here in the home half of the 8th. Burlington with a commanding 15-7 lead. They send the 9-1-2 hitters to the plate. Chance Jennings, Ariel Antigua, and Dom Krapinski. Chance Jennings, who is 1 for 1, but he's been hit by a pitch and drawn a couple of walks. This has been a dynamic 1-2-3 punch between Jennings, Antigua, and Krapinski. Between the three of them, they've been retired just 3 times today. From the windup, first pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Greeley back out for his second inning of work. In his opening frame, he worked around a leadoff walk to retire the side. 1-0 the count. Burlington trying to extend that lead on first place. The 1-0. Misses in at the belt. 2 balls, no strikes. Jennings hitting .286 this summer. Coming back from injury. Struggled in back-to-back games, but manager Anthony Essien had no concern. The 2-0 hit on the ground up the middle. A diving Guerra knocks it down. He gets up, throws to first. In time, a fine defensive play from Colin Guerra to get the leadoff guy retired. Ranging towards the base, slid to the dirt, stopped it, and got up and rifled one. One gone, and now the leadoff man, Ariel Antigua. He flew out to the right fielder in the first and the third, and since then he has been a lightning strike. Doubled in the fourth, brought 2 in, singled and scored in the fifth. He drove in another run there, and then his last time up had a 2 RBI single. Right on white, right on right, the base is clear. 1 away. First pitch comes in and hits Antigua, so no further damage done off the bat of Antigua if they're not going to give him a chance. So free base for the shortstop, who just ended the threat in the top of the 8th with the play in the field. Now Dom Krapinski digs in from the left side. Grounded out to the shortstop his first time up, and since then he has been unstoppable. RBI single in the third, walked in the fourth, singled and scored in the fifth, and another walk in the sixth. First pitch out of the stretch, misses outside. Krapinski responding in a big-time way. Hasn't had the last week that he's wanted. Just 1 for 14 over the course of the last 7 days. But today, he has dominated this Bluefield pitching staff. 1-0, called strike at the knees. Dots the outer half. 1-1 to the center fielder. Krapinski, a mainstay in the top of this Burlington lineup. Batting second today. The 1-1. Breaking ball beneath the bottom rail, 2 balls, 1 strike. And this is something that manager Anthony Essien especially likes, having the luxury of such a solid guy in your lineup at the top, especially swinging it from the left side. The 2-1. Breaking ball in at the knees, ball 3. Essien looks at it with kind of a multifaceted approach. First off, being able to stack righties and lefties and having ample options from both sides of the plate allows hitters to just never get complacent with, hitting the same side as 3-2 is lifted in the air left side. Not letting pitchers get into a groove, first and foremost. As that pitch to Antigua rode in on the righty, now he has to face a lefty. But also he looks at it this way. If a leadoff guy, and Antigua batting leadoff today, who has reached at pretty exceptional rate, hitting .615 so far. If the leadoff guy gets on, then the first baseman has to hold on the runner and keep the speed threat honest, which it's been Antigua or Jackson or even Chance Jennings. Then that opens up a big hole on the right side, and which obviously poses as an advantage for lefty swinging guys such as Krapinski to pull it through that hole in the 3-2. He hits it up the middle, and it still finds the outfield grass. So another single from Krapinski. It's a 3-hit night for the center fielder, and the Burlington Bats stay sizzling here in the home half of the 8th. Orlando Fernandez trying to keep the line moving. Here in a 15-7 game. Burlington in control. Bluefield did hold a lead. It was in the top of the third, but since then it's been all sock puppets. Right on right. First pitch, fastball down the middle, called strike. Oh and 1. Antigua off the bag at second. Not being held on by either middle infielder. 0-1 dives away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Krapinski not being held on at first. Still just 1 out. The 1-1 count. Misses up and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bluefield has struggled away from home while just being a game and a half back of first place. It's almost exclusively been because of the work they've done in front of its home crowd. 8-2 in Bluefield as opposed to just 2 wins and 7 losses. One of those wins came here in Burlington. The 2-1 at the knees, called strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count now. Bluefield certainly enjoys having that home field advantage, but trying to pick up at least 1 here in Burlington. But right now, Sock Puppets to be right on the door of picking up that Game 1 victory. The 2-2 fouled straight back into the netting. Fernandez 0 for 3 today, hitting third. He's been one of the few Burlington hitters that has not tallied a hit. It's just him and Smith so far. 7 of the 9 in this lineup have recorded at least 1 knock. The 2-2. Foul tipped in the mid of Gonzalez for strike 3. So Fernandez down on strikes. There's 2 gone, still 2 on here in the bottom of the 8th. No activity in the Burlington bullpen, which means Hector Noriega is almost certain to have the 9th. Try and shut this one down. Hispanic Heritage Night here at the ballpark. Nice crowd on hand. Saturday night showdown between Bluefield and Burlington. It's the cleanup man, DJ Merriweather. First pitch, he takes inside. It skips away from Gonzalez, and Antigua is caught up in a rundown. Gonzalez now chases him all the way to second. Throw goes into Jones. In between second and third, Antigua dancing in between second and third. Now takes off, and he's tagged for the 3rd out of the inning. Burlington goes silent for the first time since the 2nd. We go to the top of the 9th. Hector Noriega's chance to finish this one out. Burlington trying to close things out here in game one of this two-game set. Hector Noriega takes the hill, set to deal to the top of this blue field order. Cole Decker, Levi Jones, Colin Guerra, the minimum. Right on left to open things here to Decker. The freshman from Indiana. From the windup, first pitch. Swung on and lifted into left center field. Jackson, the left fielder, over and makes the two-handed squeeze for the first out of the inning. One pitch is all it takes here in the top of the ninth. Sock Puppets leading 15-7. High scoring affair, but Hector Noriega trying to keep this Ridge Runners offense in a low scoring affair here in the back half of this game. First pitch to Colin Guerra is swung on and popped up. 0-1 the count. It's actually Levi Jones. 2 for 3, a couple of singles and a couple of walks. Productive day from the left side. Should be all lefties that Noriega faces here in this inning. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jones, the sophomore from San Diego State. Found the Aztecs in the transfer portal after a freshman campaign with Oregon State. The 1-1. Fouled straight back. Bluefield offense that ranks 8th in the Appy League in batting average. Slashing at just a .241 clip. Trying to spark this 9th inning rally. With the bases clear and 1 away, a 1-2 count. Noriega comes set. He winds and deals. Swing and a miss. Hector Noriega, 88-mile-an-hour fastball. Jones swings through it. And now Burlington just 1 out away from picking up the first of a 2-game set. It's Colin Guerra to step in, the switch hitting shortstop. First pitch. He loads up, but holds a swing. It's outside for ball 1. One-0 the count. Hector Noriega, pitch. This is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0, right on left, out of the windup. Fastball misses down low. 3-0 the count. Base is still clear. Ryan Nedved on deck. 1 for 5, but that one was a loud hit. It was a solo home run. 3-0. Noriega deals. Down the middle, a called strike. The right-hander trying to work himself back into the count. 3-1. 2 away. Noriega kicks and delivers. Fouled straight back over our heads. The count runs full. Guerra hitting .353. He's been held silent today. 0 for 4. Slow clap beginning here in Saukville. Noriega nods. Comes set at the letters. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Colin Guerra goes down swinging, and Hector Noriega shuts the door in a Burlington dominating victory. It's 15-7 the final. Sock Puppets tally 16 hits. They played 15 runs. There was never a doubt, and Bluefield drops game 1 to Burlington by 8 runs. What a win here for Burlington in an offensive onslaught. Hector Noriega shuts the door and finishes it on a swinging strike 3. That's a good win for Burlington, who now faces Bluefield in game 2 of this 2-game set tomorrow night. That'll do it for our coverage here in Burlington. We thank you for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow night at 5:30 for Game 2 of this 2-game set. Adam Hipsky for our general manager, Anderson Rathbun, our producer and director, Carter Honeycutt. We thank you for joining us here on this Saturday night. Burlington takes it 15-7. Holden Craig